guess what? I found them. So I recently did a Singapore US edition grade 3 video. And I was thinking that I did not have the textbooks, but it turns out I do have the textbooks. So if you've seen my other Singapore walkthrough videos, you know that I use Singapore math for my children from kindergarten all the way up to 5th grade, the US edition. And generally I would order 4 books, 2 textbooks, 2 workbooks. So you'll have to check out my Singapore math 3rd grade to see me walking through the workbooks. And in that video, I think I said that I did not get the textbooks that year, but it turns out I did. However, if you look at this one, you can see it's like new, so I didn't really use it. But I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside in case you want to use it. I've never bought a Singapore math teacher manual, but if you feel like you need that extra support, so be it. The lessons are so short and so easy for me to check. I never felt like I needed it, okay? Let's see. Okay, so if I just open it up to this random page, you can see that after it talked about this place value, it says workbook exercise 11, or exercise 1, workbook exercise 1. And so I might do that one day, and then the next day I would just start off right here with the number 6,824, and I would talk about the value of that 6 being 6,000 and what each digit stands for, okay? And then I would talk through this. With my oldest child, I did write in these, but by the time I got to my second one, I was like, let's not write in this book. Let's save it for the next kid. And then it will say down at the bottom, workbook exercise 2. So that doesn't really take a long time to go through. And then your child's already ready for the workbook. You don't really need any kind of online teaching because that doesn't take long to explain. It will be set up in such a way that you can use these review pages. It's just called Practice 1A, Practice 1B. With my oldest child, I went through each and every one of these before we went on to the workbook. But with each additional child that I had to keep up with, I didn't really have as much time to do that. If you don't feel like you have time to do all of this, just choose one of these pages. Or if you don't have much time, another thing you could do is just choose a section. What section did your child have most trouble with when they were doing the workbook pages? And then go back and review it. So I have used these before. I have not used these before, both ways. And again, you will see after you talk through it, answer it orally, or you could have them answer on a piece of paper one more time. And then it says that's your exercise 4, okay? And then it will have more practice pages. So this one looks like the color is mostly pink, okay? And it goes through all these multi-digit subtraction problems in grade 3. They don't just learn it in 2nd grade and forget it. I love, love, love this for learning word problems. It calls it, I think it calls it a bar. I always called it a bar with Singapore, but some other math curricula, they may call it a tape diagram. But this helps them wrap their minds around, what do I do with these numbers in these word problems? Okay. Most of it is pink. Again, we have more of these practice pages. I never really used this one, but it's fine to use. This is one where they focus just on the 7s, okay? That is for the fall. This is for the spring because it says 3B. Now, this looks like it's had use, right? It is possible that this is the one that I used for my second child, so that's why there's wear and tear. But it is also possible that I bought this used because I buy these used a lot on eBay and other online used bookstores. Okay, here's what this table of contents looks like. We've got calculating things mentally, length, weight, some review, and then capacity, some more review, bar graphs, fractions, time, geometry, area, and perimeter. So let's take a quick walkthrough of that. You can see multiplication and division related to money. Some translating some measurements, like write this in meters. You got 1 kilometer, 600 meters, so that'd be 1,600 meters. Again, we have that workbook exercise 8 at the bottom. So it will tell you work in the textbook for a little while and then move on to the workbook. Reading weight. We have some more of these bar bars or tape diagrams. Still have review pages and practice pages that you can do. If one of these pages is too much for your child to do in one day, just split it up. Use it over a week. Say, we're going to do this part on Monday, this part on Tuesday, this part on Wednesday, and so on. Because you are the teacher, you can do that. Those are always fun. And again, the color in here looks like it's mostly pink, whereas in previous years they had used other color. But that's one way that you can keep the textbook separate from the workbook. It is possible, if you don't order these as a set, that you can order the textbook by accident or the workbook by accident. So always just really pay extra careful attention to the shade that it says U.S. edition and that it says textbook. So I'm linking this video to the 3rd grade Singapore math because I really don't want to re-record that video. So hopefully that helps. Remember, parents, you're your child's most influential teacher.